G'day, I'm William Manners. I'm the creator and founder of Guru Gus. I'm going through a series of videos right now where I'm going through the dark parts of my life to the brighter parts of my life. Some things are good, some things are bad, some things are positive, some things are negative. But if I have something that I can teach you about how to go from something dark to something light, I hope you can get the most out of these videos. So enjoy the series. Have a great day, Uru, of people slowly turning up the heat. And what happens is the frog gets accumulated to the heat, to its conditions. It gets used to it. And eventually the frog will boil to death and die. We used to do this as a scientific thing at school. If you take a frog and you stick it into cold, cool, collected water and you leave it there, it's fine. It'll live there to the day it dies. It's happy. But if you take the same frog, and I don't recommend people doing this, so I don't want to get busted if people actually do this. If you take the same frog and you stick it into cold, cool water and you leave it alone, and then very slowly and very carefully turn the heat up. And if you turn the heat up slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly, this doesn't happen in 1 month. This happens over years, decades of people slowly turning up the heat. And what happens is the frog gets accumulated to the heat, to its conditions. It gets used to it. And eventually the frog will boil to death and die. That's basically what gaslighting is. It's slowly but surely manipulating you into thinking that you're losing your mind. Gaslighting is taking away your support group, slowly turning your family against you, slowly turning your friends against you, slowly turning relatives against you, making you feel like you're not the full quid, like there's something wrong with me, I'm losing my mind. The number one thing with if you're being gaslighted or you're being manipulated, is you've got to set boundaries. You've got to set a boundary, even if you have to go cold turkey and not talk to them. If you don't, it's the best analogy. The best way I can think about going cold turkey on a narcissist is like this. You have an open fire, campfire, right? If you keep adding wood to the fire keeps burning. If you keep adding air to it, the fire keeps glowing. But if you stop adding fire, like adding wood, and you stop allowing air to get to the fire, eventually the fire will die down and it will just burn itself out. It's the same thing with a narcissist. You've got to cut yourself off from them. I know it's going to be difficult for people who are in marriages or relationships, well, basically who are married. It's going to be difficult because you're married to them. It could be a wife, it could be a husband, you've got children involved. That's going to be difficult. But my suggestion is you've got first and foremost is set boundaries. If you are trying to break away from someone who is a narcissist, who is gaslighting you, get onto YouTube, get onto Google and learn about what a narcissist is. Learn their traits, find out what they're terrified of. I would highly recommend that you go and get a therapist. Highly recommend you either get a psychologist or a life coach. Get involved in the community, get involved. Start breaking away and start coming out of your shell. And the number one thing you've got to do is don't become a victim. Move away from being victimhood and become a survivor, or actually become a conqueror. The more you think of yourself as a victim, the more you stay as a victim. And it's all mind over matter. You've got to change your thinking and everything else. But to get away from someone who's a narcissist, set the boundaries, set the rules, keep to them. No matter what they say, no matter how much, they'll love bomb you. If they sense you're moving away, they'll love bomb you. And they'll tell you how much they love you, how much they miss you. They don't love you, they don't miss you, but they're telling you this, so it's a way of breaking down your barriers, breaking down your walls. And then if they cannot get you back, then they start the smear campaign. And they say the most horrible, horrendous, and evil, vicious things about you. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's series of videos. I hope you got a lot from them, because I know I had a lot from giving them. So I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you in the future more. And if you like the t-shirt, go to Guru Gus merch. That's Guru Gus with 2 S's, not once, Guru Gus merch. And what I could ask you to do, please hit the like, subscribe, but please leave a comment. I really would love to get in contact with you. I love to hear about your stories, where you've been, what you've been through. And as a community, let's work together in helping each other to make this world a better place to live in. Thank you very much. Uru.